Welcome to Books and Besties, the virtual book fair. Share this link with others and get ready for something awesome. Books and Besties, the virtual book fair. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Books and Besties. This is the show where one of my besties and I get to talk to authors, entrepreneurs, ministry leaders, and even business owners. And so every week, Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., we are here as long as the Lord allows us to be here. And we are excited about interacting with you. If you are among our listening audience and you'd like to send a text, please send it to 407-914-6519. We will accept prayer requests. And if you have questions for our guests, that's the best way to send in your question. The number again is 407-914-6519. Got a couple of announcements for you before I bring in Avalon. First of all, we've got a workshop coming up, Preventing Burnout Behind the Sacred Desk. It's brought to us by C. Jaquise, always known as Shekinah Downs. It takes place February 28th, 2026 from 10 a.m. to noon in Daytona Beach, Florida, 128 Orange Avenue. You can register at www.cjaqis.com, Preventing Burnout Behind the Sacred Desk. And if you're not able to attend in Daytona Beach in person, she's also having a virtual event, March 7th, 2026 from 10 a.m. to noon. Preventing Burnout Behind the Sacred Desk. Register at www.cjaqis.com. I'm also thrilled to announce that City Worship Radio has picked up our morning show, Mornings with the Queen Bee, and you can hear it every Saturday beginning at 8 o'clock a.m. Really honored to now be on that station. And last announcement, but not least, we want you to save the date. Celebrating 10 years of self-love. Save the date, September 18th and 19th, 2026. Join us in Jacksonville Beach, Jax Beach, Florida. It's time for the 10th annual Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar, and we want you to come celebrate with us. And so more information will be coming as we get closer to the dates, but all alopecians are invited to attend. If you'd like, you can model in the fashion show, or you could be a vendor and introduce your products and services to the attendees. Either way, we want you to send an email to boldbeautiful.and-bald@gmail.com. That's bold, beautiful, and bald @gmail.com. Send us an email. Let us know that you're interested, and we'll get you registered. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Okay, it's time to bring in my bestie so we can hear how she is doing. Avalon,
Hi.
welcome.
Hi, everybody. Good morning.
Good
what
morning.
A nice sunny morning today.
Oh, good. Good. You still got snow on the ground?
Yeah, it hasn't melted yet. For some reason, it's still there. Hasn't been warm enough, I guess.
Wow. Yeah. My parents just drove into Orlando from Detroit they make this annual pilgrimage, I like to call it, so they can come and see me and the grandkids, you know. So they got here yesterday, and my dad called and said, "Oh my goodness, it's 80 degrees. This is wonderful."
Wow.
Yeah.
How nice.
Yes, yes, yes. We don't have 80 degrees in Jacksonville yet. It's about 64, 65 degrees right now, but it just amazes me the temperature difference across the country.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
still at 35.
Wow. That's all right. We can
That's
make
better
it.
than 5.
It sure is. Yep. We can do it. We can make it. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And we got a
Yes,
strong
amen.
blanket too. a, strong,
Uh,
a super strong blanket. So tell me what you've been up to.
well, this week, I happened to look in my folder and I still had a children's book that I had started. Um, for I had decided that I was going to do this for my daughter since everybody else had a book with their name on it. And it's like Michelle's dream to be a nurse. So I wrote
Oh,
this book and I put that out this week. I was like, oh, I forgot all about this. Just going through my folder, I got a bunch of different little books in there, halfway done.
how
So I
sweet.
put that out this week. Yeah.
How sweet. What's the book about?
It's about a little girl who dreamed since she was little to be a nurse. So she goes through, high school, go to nursing school, graduates, become a nurse, and get a job. So it's a picture book. So it's about this little girl. This was her dream since she was young to be a nurse.
Oh, that's so nice. And who designed the pictures for you?
Of course, I am online.
Oh,
AI.
good.
Yeah, AI.
Good,
Yes.
good. I want to
Yeah.
see it. I still got to get my children's book out, so I may need your help creating the characters.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I tell you, it is a it is a blessing to be able to express ourselves through books. And
Yes.
yeah, yeah, I love that we can put books together and share them with other people. All right. This is our latest book. Let me see, where is it? Oh, here it is. This is our latest book. We calling all men to be a part of this project. I've had wives and I've had friends. An anthology for women written by the men we are trying to love. Gentlemen, you are cordially invited to become an author by sharing your thoughts and experiences in our anthology. Tell us about your love for sports. Tell us about your love for grooming. Tell us about your love for gaming. Tell us what you want us to know. Submit your bio, headshot, and your story, along with the submission fee of $250. Send it to author Avalon Brown 165 at yahoo.com, or you may send your info to angiebpresents at gmail.com. An anthology for women written by the men we are trying to love. I've had wives and I've had friends. Brought to you by author Avalon S. Brown and me, the Queen Bee, Dr. Angie B. I'm so excited that we're working on this book together.
Yes. Yes. I'm still trying to encourage you, men. We want to hear those stories.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what kind of stories they're going to tell us.
Me too. That's what I want to hear.
Yep. I don't think we're by ourselves with that one. We want to hear those stories. So if
Yes,
you know a man who may have a story within him, just tell him to reach out to us. We'll take care of him.
that's right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, that book is for the men. This next book is for the women. Let me see if oh, there it is, Rooms Inside Her. They have extended the deadline to March 30th. So I'm excited about that. She said she wanted to include a couple more people and they needed time. But this is Rooms Inside Her. Every woman has a room. Every story builds the house. Rooms Inside Her, an anthology. Rooms Inside Her will be a powerful anthology that explores the deeply personal, yet universally relatable stories of women from all walks of life. Purpose and Impact is to celebrate the diverse voices of women and their experiences, regardless of background. Create a community of shared experiences, sparking conversations around identity, womanhood, healing, and triumph. Submission deadline is August 15th, 2025. Submission fee is $250. Send an email to sisterbatten@gmail.com, sisterbatten@gmail.com. Rooms Inside Her. Now, this book project is truly special. Avalon and I are working on that one to support Sister Batten, and I love the concept about how every woman has a room within her, and so our stories are relevant as well as the men. So I'm excited about that one, and Sister Batten is really on the ball working with the women that have already registered to be a part of this book. But like I said, you got till March 30th to jump on board. So send that email and we'll get you started. We sure will. Okay, and then our newest advertiser on the show is Dr. Doretha Smith. So let's see her ad right quick. Divinely chosen. The Lord God with a master plan. Dr. Doretha Smith's book has an inspiring message of faith, purpose, and divine guidance through heartfelt reflections and spiritual insight. She reminds readers that God's plan is always perfect, even when life feels uncertain. This book is a call to trust in His timing. Follow His directions and embrace the unique calling He has placed upon your life. With wisdom grounded in scripture and personal testimony, Dr. Smith empowers you to step boldly into your God-given destiny, knowing you have been divinely chosen for a purpose greater than yourself. Divinely Chosen, the Lord God with the Master Plan, written by Dr. Doretha Smith. Search for Divinely Chosen Lord Master Plan on Amazon. And don't forget to leave a review. Yep, that's Dr. Doretha Smith. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the rest of her book.
Yes, yes.
Now
It's coming.
yeah, it's coming. We got a special Reverend from Dayton, Ohio. Reverend Dawn Martin. Say good morning. Good morning, Reverend.
Good morning.
Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. All right. I know that we have a guest that is expected to join us quickly. But I want to hear about your experience with Tunes, helping him with his book. How was that?
Oh yes, that it was really good, helping him with his story. He's a musician from way back, and just listening to his story. And every day we would do Zoom sessions, helping him put his story together. This way, we would read through the chapter and he would remember things that he wanted to put in because he has a lot of history. It's
Hmm.
his journey of his guitar journey. And it was very good working with him. We set a session, go through his manuscript step by step, chapter by chapter until we got to the end. It was a little longer than usual, but I was glad to work with him. It's been good working with him. I found out a lot of interesting things. He knew a lot of the musicians that we listened to, like Kool and the Gang and some others around that era. He played in their band, or he played his guitar, and then he started his own band. So his
Wow.
story is very interesting. It's encouraging. He talks about how his ups when he had the band, and then what happened in his life that he lost everything, and then how he rebuilt his life again as a
Wow.
musician. So it's a very powerful story. So I enjoyed working with him. I love the story that he wrote.
Good, good. Well, we got his little introductory video, so we're gonna play that now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reading his book as well.
A must read for every music lover and aspiring dreamer. The ups and downs of Toon's guitar journey. Follow the incredible journey of North Toombs Woodall in his new memoir. From the moment he picked up a guitar at age 11 to forming his own bands and performing alongside world-renowned musical legends, this book captures the soul, the struggle, and the ultimate triumph of a true artist. Order your copy today. Available on Amazon and Tunes.net. That's the number 2, Tunes.net. The ups and downs of Toon's guitar journey. Order your copy today.
The ups and downs of his guitar journey, man, that was impressive.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you
was,
you really will. You'll be like, wow, when you read the story.
oh man, yeah, we're gonna have to get our hands on that one. That's a good one. Thanks again, Reverend Don, and blessings to you as well. Everybody is well on this side. This side, we're doing well. Well, Avalon, I want to talk with you just a little bit about ways that you are promoting your books. Somebody sent us a text a couple days ago asking how are we promoting our books. So I think you can give some information and I can give some information and answer that question. So how are you successfully promoting your books?
Well, I'm trying to do like little ads on social media, between Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I go on podcasts when I'm able to do a podcast. Sometime run a little campaign through Amazon. So I'm doing different little things, trying to get the books out there.
Good, good. The way I like to promote books is make little book trailers like we just saw from Tunes. I like to
Oh,
make
yes.
those, yeah, and post them. People always seem fascinated by videos. So the more videos I think we can put out, the better.
Yes. And you've
Mhm.
done a couple for me also. So for my books. So yeah, I
Yep.
have trailers also.
Book trailers are important, but I also think we really have to get out. I sell more books at events than I do just from promoting.
True. Yes. Yes.
I did the Fresh Book Festival in Florida 2 weeks ago and sold a nice chunk of books. And so I think we really need to schedule ourselves to either go to book festivals and book signings or hold a book festival and a book signing, you know.
Right. Yes.
Somebody I was talking to my daughter and she's headed to the library tomorrow, and she asked me if I wanted to go, and I said, yeah, I got some books I have to donate. And she said, what do you mean? I said, that's how authors get their books in libraries. You take a couple copies and you donate them. And she was fascinated.
Right.
She was like, Mom, that's great. So I'm packaging up our nurse's book to take.
Yeah.
And
And
a
then
couple other.
a lot of them have story times for the children books. I recently walked
Oh,
over to the library near here, so I'm waiting to hear from her. Yeah.
nice. So
Yeah.
they just get
I have
the kids just get together and you read to them?
Yeah, I've done a couple of libraries like that. Like, you sit and you read your book. Sometimes parents are there. Sometimes when you do that, but they have story times at a lot of the libraries so that you can read to the children.
That is nice. That is really nice. I hadn't thought about that. Hadn't thought about it. Okay, it is time for one more thing, the reviews. We always want to talk about reviews. We need to ask people to purchase our book and write a review. I talked to so many 30-year-olds, they're in their early to mid 30s, and they love to shop on Amazon, but they are going to read the reviews before they make a decision. So I think we really need to work on getting reviews for our books. I think that's a new marketing tip we need to put into play.
Right.
And then I am really excited about this little video.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Self-Discovery on Sunday with Dr. D, Denise Yvette Mose. I'm your host, Denise Yvette Mose, the hostess with the mostest. You know what I want you to do? Breathe in, exhale. One more time. Breathe in, exhale. Did you feel that? Good. Here is something I want to leave you with. 2026 is here, and there are 3 things I'm going to do, y'all. I'm going to breathe, I'm going to believe, and then boom. I'm going to breathe. We only have 24 hours in a day. Let's make sure that during that day we are doing all we can to appreciate that day, and whatever comes, hey, we roll with it. And then I'm going to believe. I'm going to believe that everything is going to be okay. And guess what? It's already okay. We have to believe that, y'all. It's already worked out. It's already done. And then lastly, boom. It is here. The boom. I'm ready for the unexpected. I'm ready for whatever is going to come my way. I'm ready for it. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. We're going to breathe. We're going to believe. And then we're going to boom. You have a great day. This is Dr. D, your host, the hostess with the most MOSE. I am moving obstacles slowly every day. And so can you.
Moving obstacles slowly every day. I love her slogan, and I love her little doll that you made. Oh, Avalon. It's just so good. You
Thank you.
attended the
Thank you.
classes and you got it going on. She's so cute.
I'm trying to stay up with the times.
You doing it, girl. You doing it. Okay, that's enough of marketing tips for today. Now it's time to talk about the necessity of editing. The necessity of editing. This video that we're getting ready to present has closed captions attached to it that were AI generated. But the closed captions have some issues. The AI is great, but we still need the human eye, the mature human eye to check things out. So enjoy what you're hearing and text us your questions and your comments. The number is 407-914-6519. And we will address your questions as soon as we get back. You are watching Books and Besties with your co-hosts, author Avalon S. Brown and me, Dr. Angie B. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The necessity of editing. Hello, my name is Sonia, and I am a professional content editor. The difference between a proofreader and a content editor, as I have just recently learned, is care. A proofreader, though still respecting the boundaries of punctuation, which are very important, often will not clean up the statements that you have looped together and presented as a periodical. A content editor will read, proofread, punctuate, and clean up your content as necessary. Both are crucial, especially if you are nervous about your English skills. Today, I would like to talk to you a little bit about the necessity of editing. I am the type of person that catches the error before seeing the content. One of my biggest gripes is seeing an error on an obituary. What? Oh my goodness, these are the last words that anyone will ever read about you. Even in grief, spell check still works. I encourage you, write your own final words if you believe that your loved ones will leave grammatical and spelling errors unchecked, but I digress. In this time of artificial intelligence, I have found that our God-given intelligence has disappeared. Grammarly, ChatGPT, and those electronic assistants are convenient as a starter, kind of like a recipe for a dish. However, just like a good cook goes back and ensures they have included everything and even enhances that recipe, a great author still needs to go back over their work and finalize before completion. If you do not want to do that, I implore you to hire someone that will. A fresh eye makes a world of difference. The written word often shapes a picture of the author by the reader. When synonyms are used interchangeably, adverbs are tossed about incorrectly, and punctuation is just doing its own thing, an avid reader will lose interest in the plot and grow tired of making corrections in their head. Some authors happily pay a photographer or even an artist twice as much as the book is being sold for, just to ensure that their headshot catches the eye of the reader. However, their lack of having a second eye proofread and edit their liturgical baby leaves the reader of your masterpiece distracted and missing the point of the story. I will never forget mourning a grandparent. These arrangements of hers were taken over by a distant relative who was believed to be capable of handling this huge responsibility of presenting this decades-old life in a single 5x7 page. The misspellings of names, cities, and even occupations brought new tears to my eyes. Not only were some of these facts able to be easily researched, but the lack of care and concern before this final complimentary life story went to print was appalling. The necessity of editing is clear. I equate reading a book to watching a movie. However, you're able to place it on hold with a bookmark versus a streaming remote. Unlike a movie, the pause is controlled by your reader, not by the electronic device that allots you a full 3 minutes to pause your television stream, then return to the last spot that you were watching. A reader has the opportunity to turn the page or close the chapter, both literally and figuratively. No one wants to wade through a run-on yap session on a paper that left a dangling participle leading into a paragraph that begins, "The nectar day." What? Whose nectar? What day? Just like that, you've lost the attention of your reader. Sure, they may come back only to run into a new scenario that begins with two people speaking without proper identification, properly identified punctuation, and then this turns your reader's moment in time mental escape into a deep pondering chore, i.e., work. The AI assistants care nothing about punctuation. Their job is to lay out their opinion of what you'd like to hear and read, and your plight is to build on it while an editor's delight is to clean it up for the reader. The joy of a content editor is to take your raw thoughts, words, and emotion from babble to brilliance, from wondering to wonderful, from an unfinished read to a page-turning pleasure. Friends and family are excited that you have decided to delve into this new chapter, pun intended, of your life. So criticism about your incorrect usage of your versus your won't be shared with you. However, your audiobook narrator will find themselves starting over and over again, potentially losing that new reader joy that's expressed in their voice. It's gone, and so is the listening. In conclusion, nurture your book as one would anything born from their loins. Create, spell check, give it to your hired content editor. The passing of your book from your eyes to proofer eyes will correct your missings and enhance your musings. I personally care enough to make you sound your very best. I am Sonia B., and I approve this message.
Yep, Sonia B approves this message. I know the necessity of editing is something that we try to introduce because editing is so important. Sometimes we try to rush through things just to say that we finished it. And then when we look back, we realize the mistakes we made. Avalon, I remember when I was doing my dissertation for school, I had dual enrolled to get my master's and my doctorate at the same time. So that meant I had to do a thesis and a dissertation pretty much at the same time. And I remember getting finished with it and sending it to Sonia B to edit. And she found enough problems to have to ask me, were you asleep when you put this together? What were you thinking about? So by the time she cleaned it up and I looked at it again, it really, really made sense. So editing is very important, very important, very important. Got to give a shout out to Pastor Letiska Powell. She just sent us a text and said, your mistakes don't erase your worth. And so thank you for that, Pastor Letiska.
Wow.
Yeah. That was sweet. Your mistakes. All right. Sounds good. Okay. I'm trying to be sure we don't forget anybody. We do have a show sponsor, Terrell Duckworth. He's going to come in and talk to us about Legal Shield. So take it away, Mr. Duckworth.
Hey folks, well, I got one more testimony I want to share with you. Identity theft. Look, I know a lot of people have a lot of programs out there, but our program goes a lot further than most. See, most people think identity theft, they think of credit. Credit is the easiest thing you can solve. But you got to ask yourself is, what else are they not telling me? I'm going to tell you what they're not telling you. It's called criminal identity theft. We had a young lady who was going to apply for a college loan. She said, sir, when I was 18, I'm 19 now, I went to go apply for a loan. And they told me I had 2 cars, a house, and a boat in my name. And they told me they denied me. I had to get it fixed. She spent countless hours I don't know how much money she spent on an attorney, but had she had our services, she would have been notified immediately, right? That's on that side. Then you come talk about character and criminal. I know a gentleman that went to jail twice last year. Now he's thinking, hey, the cops going to solve it. They're going to take care of it. It's going to be easy. Everything's going to be good to go. He thought he was just going down there for 3 hours. That means he spent 3 days. 3 days in jail for a crime he didn't commit while the cops decided to solve it. See, had he had our services, he would have been provided with a licensed private investigator. They would have had to sign a limited power of attorney. And then at that point, they would have went to work on his behalf where he wouldn't had to have dealt with that. And because he had the legal plan, the attorneys went and got his name cleared in a matter of 3 weeks, when it normally takes 2 years to clear up. I'm just sharing with you, our services makes a world of a difference. You don't have to feel vulnerable. And we're ranked number 1 by Forbes several years in a row. So if you're going to get something, you're going to spend your money, let's work with the best. With that being said, I appreciate y'all for listening to me.
I tell you, I just spoke to someone this morning, matter of fact, and I almost didn't, understand what could have happened. But this young lady called to ask for prayer because someone had already filed income taxes in her name in another state. They had her birthday and her social security number. And they also enrolled in some sort of medical program or something, but the IRS rejected her income tax because she had already filed in a different state.
Wow.
And so I thought it would be important to remind us that Legal Shield is available to help us when we have situations like that, not just car accidents and lawsuits, but restoring your person, restoring who you are is very important. Can you believe that? They filed taxes in her name. How did they get
her? She don't know who it is?
No, not yet. Not yet. She just trying to get the IRS to accept that she is who she is. So I tell you, that is really disappointing. But we do have some good news. Let me see. We got some good news. It's time to get friends, and it's time to get the kids that you know enrolled in the YEP program, Youth Entrepreneur Author Program. So here's Sandra B. to tell us all about it. Please allow us to introduce you to one of the graduates of our YEP program.
Hi, I'm Sandra B. I live in Michigan. And yep, I'm an author.
YEP, Youth Entrepreneur Author Program. Our goal is to initiate literacy in students and lead them to entrepreneurship through authorship. Our mission is to identify and invite organizations to participate in this program. Students participate in virtual writing workshops where they are encouraged to write their stories and provide reviews of stories read. We ask you to support our youth. For a donation of only $50, your company or organization will be mentioned as a youth supporter in the next audiobook. Send an email to yepI'mAnAuthor@gmail.com to provide a scholarship for a young person to participate.
Yep, I'm an author.
Proceeds are accepted and disbursed by NGB Productions. And now, these students are authors and entrepreneurs. Follow us online. Just search for Yep, I'm an Author on Facebook. use the hashtag Yup, I'm an author, or call 407-914-6519. That's 407-914-6519 for more information. This program is sponsored in part by Angie B. and Barty Productions.
Yep, I'm an author.
Yep, she is an author, and we do have Avalon back. Technical difficulties, Avalon. We lost you. Turn the microphone on, off. I can't hear you. Uh-oh. It's that connection again, I tell you. We are here bringing you books and besties, and that means we get a chance to introduce you to authors, entrepreneurs, ministry, and community leaders. And one of the leaders that we're excited to introduce you to is Maternal Matters Favored. mmfavored.org. Maternal Matters Favored. And so this little snippet is one that we pray reaches those that need to hear it. Living with anxiety and depression can feel like you're drowning. Come join a tribe that will help you press through parenthood and life. maternalmattersfavored.org. mmfavored.org. So we want to let you know that on Mother's Day weekend, beginning Saturday morning and ending on Sunday, we're going to be hosting our 24-hour broadcast, our third annual broadcast for Maternal Matters Favored. Tam McRoy is the executive director, CEO, and her efforts have just reached the multitudes. So we're doing the 24-hour fundraiser for the organization so they can continue to help mothers that are living with and dealing with mental health issues and challenges. And so keep that in mind. Go visit their website, www.mmfavored.org, and we'll be able to get you connected. Okay, Avalon, let's see how the internet doing now.
I don't know. It's acting crazy today.
It's tired of the winter. It's ready.
Yeah,
It's ready to
probably
come.
some of the lines freezing.
Avalon, tell us about the feedback that you're getting from your nursing books. What do people say about the book series?
Well, a lot of I've been going into some of the other nursing groups on Facebook and and on LinkedIn, I get feedback that, they like the books. The books have a lot of my experience in it. It gives them encouragement to keep going on. The one we did, Nursing is Our Passion, We Can't Quit. And then I have my nursing series, my guides. They are selling because this way it helps the next generation or nurses that may want to be a charge nurse, or nurses that are new, and it helps them deal with death, especially if it's their first death, because each nurse deal with death different ways. So the book, I'm getting a lot of good feedback on the book. Yeah.
That's good.
Nurses are, and people that want to be nurses have bought the books. The first guide that I bought was How to Flourish in the Nursing Profession. So this tells nurses what they need to do to even enter the profession and what they need to do while they're in the profession, for being team, working as a team, and different things that go on in nursing that you need to know how to manage your time. Time management is very important, especially now because the ratio is higher than it was when I worked in the hospital. So,
Mm.
you definitely need time management. So it talks about different things like that. So it kind of gets them prepared for nursing, and how to keep growing in nursing.
Wow. And you've done all of that since you've retired from nursing.
Yes, I'm actually making a series out of the guide. So I've done 3. I have 3 more that I want to do. You know, how to
Wow.
be a dialysis nurse, how to be a transplant designee, a clinical manager, just things that roles that I have carried. So I have experience in those roles. So I want to put my experience out, how to deal with it, how to work in those roles.
That is definitely a beautiful legacy. Absolutely beautiful. I saw a post that you put up that said you're a retired nurse and a full-time author. And I thought to myself, yes, that's exactly who she is.
That's become
Exactly.
my new job.
Perfect description. Yep. You stepped out of one and into something new. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
That is absolutely
Yeah,
beautiful.
and along with your help, I'm able to help others write their stories, put out whatever work they want to put out. So, with us working together, I'm so glad to be partnered with you. So, it just helps me stay busy while I'm retired.
Yeah, that's good. As long as we don't wear you out, we want to get as many books out as possible, as much as the Lord will
Yes.
allow. All right. I've got a new book project I want your help with. I'm going to play this video and then we can talk about it. On April 1st, 2023, our Father woke me up to begin this writing. As my computer awoke from sleep mode, a Facebook memory popped up. At first, I didn't want to read it and fall down that rabbit hole of clicking and reading and clicking and scrolling. I had spent March 31st in the ebbs and flows of life, receiving great news and experiencing greater stress. During my waking hours, I longed for a peaceful night of rest, and last night did not disappoint. Now I see how God has allowed me to begin my healing from the grief. A marriage separation is a precarious place to be. On one hand, you miss the good times you shared with another. On the other hand, you find yourself traveling the cycles of grief, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance, as defined by a psychiatrist in 1969. This next part of my story made me smile, laugh, and rejoice over the memory. It made me see just how far I have come with my healing towards acceptance. The Winds of Change by Evangelist Angie B. If you have a story in your heart that you think would be wonderful in this new project, please get in touch with me. The Winds of Change. I know there's even scripture that tells us that if God told us to go left and we decided to go right, something could change in our lives, and maybe not for the better. Maybe not for the better, for the worse, generally speaking. So, Avalon, I want you to come on back in, and we're going to talk about the winds of change. I think that would be a wonderful audiobook project for people to listen to. Just listen to some encouraging stories. And yeah, I'd love for you to work on that one with me. It's been a long time coming. It really has.
Oh, okay. I
Mhm,
thought you was getting ready to show a video on it. A trailer.
no, no, we need
What
to
is that one gonna be about?
the winds of change, uh, pretty much testimonies about how we might have made a bad decision in our life and how God changed it, how he turned it around. If he told us to go left and we decided to go right while we're on that wrong path, he's still taking care of us. He's still guiding us. And
Yes,
eventually
yes.
he'll get us on the right path. So I think it's going to be a spiritual book, really heavy with scripture. And
Mm.
yeah, I think you and I can work on that one. Let's see if Reverend Don can can join us with that one too. And Pastor Latiska, and yeah, let's see if we can get
I'm
some
sure
men
we've
and
all
women.
made a wrong decision.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Uh,
Mm, mm, mm. It's just a shame, absolute shame. Well, I tell you what, I do have. I'm trying to find it. I do have. Um, oh, here it is. I have a video from Marshall G. Short. The name of her book is Where There's a Will, There's a Way. And so it's talking about getting your last will and testament and your affairs in order, uh, and how that can be like a final love letter for your children because it's less work for them to have to do. So we'll play this video and then we'll come back and talk about final arrangements. Your legacy starts with a spending plan. You may be thinking, I won't have anything to leave for my family except for debt. It may seem that everything is becoming more expensive and you aren't making more money. However, that doesn't have to be your truth. With a plan, you can become aware of your financial situation and change it accordingly. In this short chapter, we will cover debt, budgeting, debt repayment, credit cards, and your why. The first step is to compile a list of current bills and debt. What may be helpful is to look at your checking account and credit card statements to see what charges have come out in the last 1 to 3 months. Where there is a will, there is a way. Estate planning made easy for you. Written by Marshall G. Short. On Linktree, visit MG Short Tax SVC. On Instagram, search for MG Short Tax. On Facebook, search for MG Short Income Tax SVC. And on the World Wide Web, visit mgshorttaxsvc.com. Where there is a will, there is a way. Estate planning made easy for you. Written by Marshall G. Short. Audiobook produced by Angie B. Productions and narrated by me, DeQueen B. Angie B. Okie dokie, Avalon. We will have to put a pin in that, as my mother used to say. We'll come back and talk about about the living will and last will and testament. But right now, we've got Sharice Lee, who is waiting to join us. So, can you tell us a little bit about Sharice, please?
Yes, Sharice is an educator, a children's book author, and a proud mother of 3 boys. She created My Brothers and Me series, inspired by her neurodiverse sons and their unique strength. Her story celebrates confidence, brotherhood, self love, and embracing differences. Her debut book, Stars in Our Own Sky, sold over 100 copies and enriching families locally and internationally. Through her encouraging writing, Sharice is committed to helping children see themselves in positive, affirmative stories while encouraging families to lead with love and understanding.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. That sounds wonderful. Welcome to the show, Cherie.
Hi,
Hi, dear.
Good
Thank you for
morning. How
joining
are
us
you?
today.
I'm doing well. How are you?
So tell us a little about your journey as a writer.
Well, I think I've always been really big on writing, even as a child. Um, Coming into my teens, I did a lot of writing and poetry. I'm not sure if you guys remember like poetry.com. That was a big thing when I was like in middle school and ninth grade. I used to put like my poetry on there, but I can't find it. I don't think the website exists anymore. But I started writing way back then. And last year, when I took a creative writing class in college, it kind of sparked my writing skills again, as well as my son sent me a picture of them. If you look at our Instagram page or anything that I post about my brothers and me, our base picture is the three of them as little babies. They're 1, 2, and 3. And it's a real picture. A lot of my illustrations are created from actual pictures of the boys doing different things. But that one picture that I use as our basically our logo is my son sent it to me as an illustration, and it was like, oh my goodness, this is so cute. And I was like, children's book just popped in my head, and I was like, got it. So that's when I started about a year ago, around this time actually. And I started working on it, and it was ready to go in July. And ever since then, it's been doing great. Like she said, the initial book, Stars in Our Own Sky, that was my first release. It sold over 100 copies. Still selling to this day. I have 4 books out, but Stars in Our Own Sky is like the biggest one. It's our brand introduction. So I'm I'm guessing that's why it's doing so well. But yeah, that's what sparked my writing. It's been a long time hobby of mine. So now it's a reality for me.
Oh. So why do you say your sons are neurodiverse? What do you mean by that?
So neurodiverse is I have 2 sons who have ADHD and one of them who has autism. So that is
Okay.
considered neurodiverse. Children who perceive the world differently or think differently, or their minds don't operate the same as some other children do.
And you said their ages are 1, 2, and 3?
No, the
Oh,
picture.
okay.
Now they're big boys now. They're teenagers. I have one who graduated from high school last year, one who is about to graduate this year, and then I have one that's a sophomore in high school. But the stories are based on their childhood.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, Sharice, that is wonderful. That is
Yeah.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Listen, Sharice, I want to put your contact information on the screen so that everybody can have it. Do you prefer an email or is there a website?
I have an email. It is my brothers and me books at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. My brother is brother plural.
S, yes, with the S.
My brothers and me at gmail.com.
My brothers and me books. Be Put the books in there.
Okay, look under your name and see if I got it right. My brothers and me books.
Yes.
Okay, okay, we got it. We got it. That's good. What city and state do you live in?
I am in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, how's the weather?
Mm.
Oh, right now it's pretty nice outside.
Okay, okay, that's good. That's good.
Lucky y'all.
Yeah, the weather is up and
Florida and
down.
Georgia. I'm here
Oh,
in New Jersey, so you know what it's like.
Ooh, cold, I'm sure.
We're cold.
I tell you. What has been your biggest challenge writing your books, Cherise?
I think my biggest challenge with writing the books, well, it's not even with writing the books, it's more so the publishing process because I use Amazon KDP and I create the book first through on Canva, which is an app for anybody can use it. You can create pictures, anything, and it's like trying to transition it over to the KDP system. It becomes difficult. Like you'll think you have everything right, and then you send it out to be published, and they'll email you the next day like, "Hey, this is not right."
No,
and
probably.
it's
Yeah. No, go
it's
ahead.
just um, that happens a lot, and they'll say
Mm.
like you can preview it and nothing is wrong, and it's like, okay, great, we're going out, but then you'll get that email the next day, and it's like, and
Ah,
sometimes it'll set you back because you set a date for your release. And if you get that email, that kind of it'll change your date for your release. And it's like I've already been promoting it for this date, and now I have to change the date. But it hasn't been too bad. I only had that problem twice, but it didn't set it back too far, which was fine. But still, I think that's the biggest challenge.
yeah.
Just getting to publish the book at the time that I want it to be published without any errors.
Hmm.
What I do with KDP, I don't put a release date. So within those 72 hours, the book come out. You know, I have done books on Canva. I
Mm-hmm.
realize when I download it from Canva, it has to be in a PDF.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's a
But
PDF.
I haven't had any issues though. It might be with your measurements.
Right. And that is the thing. It's always a measurement that's off or something. Because I use pictures, the
Me
illustrations a
too.
lot, so that's why.
You have to put in that extra. If you're doing 8 by 5, you have to put in that extra uh 1.25 to get that
Hmm.
8.6, and then it comes out perfect.
Right. I'm
Mm.
learning it slowly but surely.
I'm learning it too. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Amazing. We were, Sharice, Avalon and I were talking earlier about ways that we promote our books. So, can you tell us how you promote yours?
Yeah. So, social media is a big thing for me. I promote. I have three different pages. My personal page. I also have the My Brothers and Me page, and then I have another page that will be becoming popular soon because I'm heading into the novel writing for adults.
Oh, okay.
So I also posted there. My Facebook page. I have a TikTok. Word of mouth. I send text messages out to family, friends. At work, we have like these platforms that we use. I post in there. So yeah, it's a lot of word of mouth, social media, text messages, and just getting it out there. But I also am in the library doing story times, book signings, and different literacy festivals and events and stuff like that.
Mm. You just summed up everything that we talked about earlier today.
Yes, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, that
So
is
are you
wonderful.
in the school system? Because I see you said you're an educator.
So my books are not in the school system, but I do read my books to my students at work,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and
Are
they.
you do you work in the school system?
Oh yes, ma'am, I do. Yep. I teach computer science right now. Last
Wow.
year I taught kindergarten. So I'm still working closely with basically all the grades because it's an elective basically. So I get to see kinder, first, second grade, and also like middle school. So, and they're all aware that I'm a children's book author, and they're always asking about my books.
Oh, good.
And
Nice.
I read them to the kids all the time. So,
Nice.
Story time at the library.
yeah,
Avalon just taught me about that today.
Right. Mhm. Do
yeah,
you have
it's a
any
big thing.
pictures? You have your books with you?
I don't have my books. I'm actually here with my oldest son. He's at an appointment. Um, I didn't intend on being here this long, but here I am. I just want to be present, but I do not have my books with me.
Oh,
That's all right. Next book
we
you
know where to
put out.
find it.
Yeah, next book
Yes,
you put
they are
out, just
available
contact me.
on Amazon though.
Wonderful.
Hmm.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us, Sharice. I
Thank you for
appreciate
having
Yes.
you.
me.
Before you go, do you have any words of encouragement for somebody who may want to grow up and be like you and be a children's book author? Yeah.
Um, Words of encouragement. I would always encourage kids to be themselves and, follow your dreams no matter what they are, no matter how big or small. If it matters to you, make it matter to other people.
If it matters to you, it'll matter to others. Oh, that is wonderful, dear.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to let you get back to your day and get back to your mothering responsibilities. Please feel free to come back on the show anytime. And
Yes, yes,
we'd
I
love to
sure
see you.
will. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Sharice. We'll
All
stay
right.
in touch. All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow,
She
that's
was a
nice.
jewel.
Yeah, she must have been really busy with those three boys, as young ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I tell you, that was sweet. That was very, very sweet.
Yes.
We're waiting right now for Vanita Knight to turn on her camera so we can bring her on stage. I think Vanita is getting ready. I hope she doesn't have any internet connection issues. But while we're waiting for Vanita, I've got just one or two little things I want to talk about. So here's the first one. Mommy, why do I have a cold? Written by Avalon Soulette Brown. Dedications. This book is dedicated to all of my grandchildren. You are always coming to hug and kiss Nana, especially when you have runny noses, sneeze, or cough. Nana loves you. Let's work together to keep the germ population down.
Mommy, where do colds come from? Why do I have one?
Mommy, why do I have a cold? Written by Avalon Soulette Brown. Narrated by Sonia B., Sandra B., produced for audiobook by NGB Productions, and narrated by me, the Queen Bee, Angie.
Hi, this is author Avalon Soulette Brown. I am the visionary of this project. Recently, I've been speaking to different nurses who have been expressing and voicing their challenges and their frustration while working in the field. So I decided to reach out to different nurses from different specialties and bring them together to create a book so that they can write about their experiences, their challenges, their frustrations that they experienced in nursing and how they overcame them and why those challenges did not make them quit. This is going to be a very important book for the next generation of nurses because they can see that they are not alone out there. The nurses before you have gone through these same type of challenges, these same frustration, but they never allowed it to make them quit because nursing is their passion. And this is what we want you to know. Keep your passion. Never let them make you quit.
Audiobook produced and promoted by Angie B. Productions. Still, I care. Nurses rising after bullying. Presented by visionary author Avalon S. Brown, RN, BSN. Still, I care. Nurses Rising After Bullying is a powerful and restorative anthology that amplifies the voices of nurses who faced workplace bullying, yet chose resilience over silence. Within these pages, their stories uncover the unseen wounds behind the scrubs, where whispers, exclusion, and systematic mistreatment tried to dim the light of compassionate hearts. But these nurses did not surrender. From quiet tears in the break room to hard-won triumphs at the bedside, this collection celebrates the courage, purpose, and unwavering care that embody the true spirit of nursing. Whether you are a nurse, a healthcare leader, or someone who has ever felt overlooked, this book will encourage you to rise, advocate for others, and believe that healing is always within reach. Still, I care. Nurses Rising After Bullying. Presented by visionary author Avalon S. Brown. Yep, that's a trifecta of books from Avalon. From Mommy, Why Do I Have a Cold to the nursing series. It's good. Good to have an eclectic collection of books that you've published. Avalon, come on back here.
Yeah.
I marvel at the originality of your books. None of your books sound like anything else I've ever heard or read. They're all original, and they're so eclectic from one version to another. So
Yeah, and
congratulations on that.
Thank you, thank you. I'm finally going to try to adventure into a mystery book. I had an idea.
Oh,
Yeah, that's one thing I haven't written, and we've had authors that had mystery books. So I was thinking of a mystery, and I came up with a scenario when I was a young nurse to make a mystery out of it.
oh, cute.
Yeah, yeah, it's about a nurse, a dying plants to find out who kept killing the plants.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be funny.
Yeah, I was telling my kids about it, and they was like, "Nana," and my granddaughter was like, "Nana, you too much." I said, "But remember, we talking about a nurse in her 20s and 30s, okay? I'm in
Yeah.
my 60s now." But I thought about it, and I said, "Oh God, this might make a good mystery, even though it sounds simple. They still got to figure out who was doing it to the plants."
Who was doing it? That's cute. That's
Yeah,
cute.
I was the one doing it, but now they're in the story, they're gonna have to figure it out.
That's cute. That's
Yeah.
cute.
Now there was this head nurse that just always put these plants on the thing while I'm trying to write my notes and the little gnats and stuff. And I got fed up and I started watering these plants. But
Mm.
but I ain't gonna tell you what I watered with. You have to read the book.
Well, you
And
hurry
she
up and write it, because I want to
she
get
had to
my
keep
chops into
buying
that one.
she had to keep
Um,
buying plants every 2 weeks, but she didn't know
that's
why.
funny. That's
So I'm gonna make
funny.
a mystery out of that. I'm
Good
gonna
for
make that
you.
into a mystery.
Good for you. Well, Avalon, I want to introduce you to Sister Vanita Knight. Vanita is coming to us as a business owner, and she's definitely in the community in Volusia County, Florida. So, Vanita, we're bringing you on stage. Can you adjust your camera just a little bit? There you are.
Yes.
Hi.
I was just waiting. I was actually trying to get on my laptop, but for some reason it was not connecting. For some, I don't know. But anyway, I am here. Happy Saturday and happy Love Day.
Thank you, dear.
Every day is a great love day, right?
Right.
It sure is. It sure is. It's good to see your face.
Thank you. So yes, I'm Vanita Knight, Miss Avalon.
Yes.
All right, Miss
Avalon, yes.
Avalon. I'm Vanita Knight. Hey, Miss Angie, thanks for bringing me on.
You're welcome.
Yes, I'm here in Sanford. I live in Sanford, Florida, born and raised. And I do all great things under the umbrella of things that can benefit people as a whole. So one of the things I was talking about with Miss Angie is a funeral plan policy. The funeral plan policy pretty much alleviates the financial stressors and, of course, all the emotional stresses of planning for a funeral for loved ones, because the company goes in and does all the work for you, and then using the plan, you pay for the cost of the service with the funeral plan policy money. So it's a good in conjunction with, or not even, you don't have to have life insurance, for instance. You could just use the funeral plan to pay for the services. I'm an advocate of keeping as much money in your pocket. So if you have a life insurance policy, congratulations, that's good. But also getting a funeral plan policy is even better too, because that allows your family to keep that money in their pocket and just let the funeral plan pay for the costs of the funeral. So that's another option. And I like it. And I've been signing up a lot of people because it's very beneficial. We find, and a lot of people, some people, depending on age, of course, so it goes from 0 to 80 years old. 80 is the max age you can get signed up. And then, just so you know, for future purposes, for people that you may come across, the only people that cannot qualify is if you have active brain tumors, active cancer, and currently on dialysis. So those are 3 knockoffs. But otherwise, everybody qualified. You can even have HIV. They don't say nothing about that one. So it's a good plan to have, and you can put up to 7 members on it for one low price of $75 a month. And if you're in different countries like Haiti, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Argentina, that'll be about $85 a month, but still within a good range. Just so you know, if you got any family or friends who in Haiti or Jamaica, for instance, they can get their family covered too. So it's not just for United States, but it's for Latin countries also. Yep. And that'll pay for a lot of Jamaican people because their burials are different from ours. There's a little different. I guess they don't have to pay for those per se. They dig their own, something like that. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
That's something to consider. So you can gather up 7 family members. If 65 and under, age 65 and under can be anybody. It don't even have to be a family member. It could be a friend, a person down the street. Y'all can put that person on the plan, as long as they're under 65 and under. And any family members also. And if you say, I ain't got no family members, I got myself, you can cover yourself only too. And that'll be a little less money.
So I could cover myself and my children. And if one of my children passes away before me, the benefits would cover them.
Correct.
Okay. I got it.
And if you got a family member, some people have family members that you know they ain't gonna do right. So you can put them under the plan as long as they're within the age bracket, you know. Because I know I got a couple cousins. They ain't gonna get no insurance. If they live on the streets, put them under a plan, especially if you know you're gonna be helping them get buried anyway.
So if I pass before them, are they still covered?
Correct, because the next person would just take over the policy and keep it going.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
And what's the maximum age you need to be?
80 years old.
80. Wow.
So an 80-year-old can qualify. 81, no. And I done had a couple people call to me this week, like, oh, my dad's 81. Oh, man. I'm glad he 81, but just missed the cutoff. But yeah.
So, okay. So now, what I was going to ask. If they develop one of those diagnoses that you said that they can't get on, are they still covered? If they if they weren't diagnosed before.
Yeah. Yeah, anything before is fine. I mean, afterwards, long as when you did application, they didn't have that issue. They can get whatever they want after you get there. Just like insurance. You can get whatever you want after that. Just be locked in.
Wow.
You
and 8 family members.
7.
Oh, 7.
But you can add
Angie
8.
Trying to sneak one in.
You can add 8 for an additional, I think it's additional $25 if you add an extra person.
Wow.
But you don't you can add extras, but just know the 8. You live in Florida?
This is through your company?
So the company is called Assure for Life. The company is called I Write with Assure for Life.
Okay.
They're called Assure for Life. And also, ladies, if you guys want an opportunity to be sales reps, I can help plug you in to sell these products too. And you can make commissions yourself. If you're into that. Just so you know, just to throw that out there. You can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I want to put your contact information up on the screen so that people can reach out to you. What's good for you? An email address or a website?
Yeah, email. They can website. They'll go to a form they can fill out on Mutual of Omaha.
Okay. What's
my
the
first
website?
name, last name, www.venitaknight.com.
Okay. VENEITA.com. This is fascinating.
Yep.
Yeah, and then never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's a great plan. It really saves a lot of people. Like one of my downlines, his mother died. His dad died first in October, then his mom ended up dying in December. So he had both of them on the plan for some years. Luckily, he said it came up to like $13,000. He only came out of pocket with like $600 and some for the extras that he wanted. So that he had a good experience with it. But they've been around over 50 years. The company.
Up to how much do they pay for the funeral?
They don't tell you a number because it's based off a basic service, and they just negotiate with the funeral home and get the price where it needs to be. Now, also keep in mind, they do not pay for burial plots. Like that's separate anyway. They pay all the funeral services for the funeral home. If you want to be cremated, then that's 100% paid for.
Oh.
Nice.
Yep.
And if anybody
go ahead, honey.
If anybody wants life insurance to leave some financial backings behind, you can get covered from 0 to 85 years old. That's another option. But you know, the younger you are, the better it looks price wise.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, tell me about that mortgage program for people over 70. Tell us about that.
So that is called the reverse for people that own homes. Let's say you own a house, you purchased and you still got a mortgage, for instance, and you've hit that. So the program starts at 62 years old. That's the age that it starts at. But the older you are, the better it looks as far as how much money you can take off for your equity purposes. So let's say, for instance, you're 75 years old, 72, 75, whatever. And you still have a mortgage because you bought your house a little later, or later in life. You can do what we call a reverse for seniors, where they will look at but you have to have enough equity in the house. Every property don't qualify now. Keep that in mind. So long as there's enough equity in the house that they can wrap up, they'll throw you into what we call a reverse for senior mortgage, where you have zero mortgage for the rest of your life. Zero. So all you have to do is pay as if you owned the house like you would anyway. Taxes, insurance, and if you live in an HOA community, you have to pay those three things, which is what you would have to do if the house was paid off anyway. Mm-hmm. So fast forward, let's say the person passes and they're married and they have a spouse. The spouse can continue to stay in that house if they want to. Let's say the person is not married and they pass. The company do not want your house. They will give the option to your heirs to either purchase it or sell it. Them the two options. Sometimes it's not so much money that the heir has to come up with. They just have to be able to get a mortgage like they would anyhow anyway. So that's the option. And a lot of misconceptions are that, they're going to take the house. They're only going to take the house back is if nobody in the family, no heirs, can purchase it or want to sell it for value. Okay? So it's a good program, and it also just alleviates a lot of the financial strains that people go into, because people, you get all excited to buy your house and then you forget, I'm not going to work for the rest of my life. This income going to change. So some people are struggling in their house right now because they got into a mortgage that they cannot pay for. And that's not even for, that's for younger people too at the end of the day. But we're talking about seniors right now that, they got into this mortgage. Fast forward, they didn't get as much money in retirement as they was expecting. Now their mortgage is high, or it could have went up because property taxes can go up too, along with homeowners insurance can go up. And now you're kind of having a issue financially to stay in your house. So if your house has enough equity, you can look into the Reverse for Senior program, and I can help you find the lender that does that program also, if you qualify. Ooh. Yep, it's a good thing.
Wow.
The other thing is, once you're do the Reverse for Senior program, right? They will what people get is put your money that's in your equity into what we call a line of credit, right? So in that line of credit, you have access to X amount of dollars. It could be $50,000 in your line of credit, $25,000 in line of credit, $100,000 in your line of credit, $200,000 in your line of credit, depending on the value of your house when you did the Reverse for Mortgage for Senior program. So you have access to those funds. So you're able to do withdrawals as you need them. And that's the money that your loved ones, in essence, is going to have to pay back also when they want to come and buy the house. That's how that works.
So when the heir, so I'm gone, right? And the money, the line of credit is there, and my daughter wants to move into the house. She would have to pay on that line of credit and on the mortgage, correct?
So they're not going to allow her to stay in that house. They're going to give them about a year to get it together.
Okay.
Because the purpose was for the senior, not for their heir to live in that house.
Okay.
Mortgage free. So they're gonna have to get a mortgage for the balance owed and able to purchase the house now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or they sell it for value and
Mm,
pocket the money.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they can't stay in that house under that same program because the program is designed for the senior.
They got to get
Uh-huh.
their own mortgage. Okay.
Yep.
And why is it the senior doesn't have to pay any mortgage? I think that's what's hanging me up. Once they take the money out and they have a line of credit,
Well, the
they don't
program it's designed it's designed specifically for seniors. So
okay.
they came up with this program. This was an old program actually. But when it first came out, it was a lot of red flags on that thing because it wasn't regulated by the government. It wasn't HUD regulated, and it was doing all kind of fishy stuff. But now the program is heavily regulated, is HUD approved, and any senior cannot go into it. If you're not competent, you're not getting a reverse for mortgage because you're just not competent.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a senior only program. So they're gonna they're gonna take your original, let's say your mortgage is truest loans, let's just say. They're gonna take that from them and refinance it into their loan program.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna see whatever your equity is in your house. Your equity consists of how much you owe versus how much you can sell the house for. That's your equity.
Okay. And can you take out 100% of the equity, or
Nope.
they determine how much?
They determine it's typically up to 70%. Sometimes it depends on the company. So you're only going to get a percent of your equity. They're not going to let you take all of the equity, because the good thing about not taking all of your equity is, and when you pass, your family member at least have some equity where they can easily sell that house.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
once you get 100% in your bank account and you spend 100%, now we don't know when the person is going to pass. We don't know when nobody's going to pass. But let's say you don't took all your equity out and you spent your equity, let's say. Now when your family member come, the market hasn't risen fast enough to gain that money back. So now they zero equity. They can barely sell the house for any profit. They almost got to give it back. So that's another reason why they don't give you 100% too.
Man.
And you should, yeah. But it helps. It's a great for people. Even let's say you're getting divorced and you don't want to sell the house. One person wants to stay there, but it's enough equity for one person to live there. Take X amount of equity out, pay the other person off, and you stay in that house and let them go about their business. And you still don't have a mortgage payment.
Okay. Understood.
Mm-hmm. So I like it. If I was older, that age, because I'm getting me another house and a big one. And if I still got a mortgage in my late 60s, guess what I'm doing? A reverse.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. All right, Vanita, you are also a travel agent. Vanita got all the answers. So tell us about the next trip you're going on, and how can we, hop on with you?
I do cruise bookings. I like book cruises mainly, but I can do any bookings. My next trip is May the 9th. It's a 7-day cruise. I call it a Mother's Day cruise because it's the day after Mother's Day that we're going to be on the boat. That's going to be with Carnival, Mardi Gras. So that'll be a 7-day trip on that one. And that'll be my first cruise of the year. I love cruises. I can cruise. I can go today if you let me. But I have a birthday cruise coming up too. If anybody's interested, I'm gonna be 45, November the 12th. So I'm gonna have my birthday cruise November the 9th to the 13th on the Utopia of the Seas, which is one of the Well, almost one of the biggest on the fleet right now, on the sea. Royal
Mm.
Caribbean line. Everybody I talk to loves that ship. It's called Utopia of the Seas. So that'll be
Mm.
my birthday cruise if anybody's interested in joining, coming to celebrate with the November babies. Because I'm gathering up November babies. It started with me only, but then I have 2 friends that's going to be 55. So I said, we can do a 45, 55. So I just started including them. And then I'm getting other people that say, oh, my birthday in November too. I want to go. I say, yeah, gather your people. So I like to share because that boat gonna hold over 5,000 people, and why not it be us on it?
Oh my
Oh no.
goodness.
Oh
Wow.
no.
It's a big ship,
That's too many people. Oh yeah.
but you don't see those people. You barely see
Too
those
much
people.
water. Too much water.
Oh, don't do that. No, wow. You got to experience it. If you're gonna experience a ship, you want to be on one like that. It's like a whole mall in there. You don't even know you on no ship. It's the best thing ever. I always tell people, if you never cruised before and you got these little preconceived notions and these little thoughts in your head, you need to be on one of those big, beautiful ships, and you'll change your whole perspective about it.
Yeah,
that's how they go.
Don't worry, Vanita. I'll work on Avalon. I'll work on it.
She got some hard work to do.
Come on, yes. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you.
Vanita, listen up. I want you to come be a vendor at our 10th annual Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar. It's going to be September 18th and the 19th in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. So put that on your calendar. I'll send you the vendor information so you can share all this good stuff with our attendees. September 19th. You can send an email to bold, beautiful, and bald at gmail.com. Bold, beautiful, and bald at gmail. And come spend the weekend with us. We're doing a photo shoot on Friday, the 18th. Then the 19th is the fashion show in the midst of the beauty bazaar. And then we're going to have something new. I haven't announced it yet, but something fun immediately after that in the evening. So we'd love for you to come out and hang out with us. Yes. Bring some of your Sanford, Florida with us.
We're taking it to Jacksonville. All right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful,
So
wonderful.
I'll send you everything. Okay. And then you had some, at one point I was talking to you and you were sharing some nutritional information. You still doing that?
All day, health and wellness is the thing to do.
Health and wellness. That's what I
We got to
remember.
get back to the biblical, biblical standards of living, of life, and learning what that looked like, because everything we need is by design of eating healthier foods, your plants, your vegetables, your nuts, and your seeds. And, we're all human at the end of the day, but we want to lean more on God's food as much as possible every day of the week. So that's what's important. Yeah, and get your exercise, stress less, get your proper sleep, drink your proper amount of liquid. I love people be like, oh, you need electrolytes. Yes, we do. But you got to remember, electrolytes are a balance of magnesium, potassium, and sodium. And I like to use coconut water for those things. And then you can create your own electrolyte mix. A lot of people, you can put some water, squeeze some lemon, lime in there, put you a little Himalayan salt up in there, and that's your electrolyte liquid for the day.
Oh, okay.
Keep you balanced out. Because a lot of people run from salt, but we be running from the wrong salt. We be running to the wrong salt, which is MSG. That glutamate, that stuff is horrible. Now that's where your high blood pressure lies. And all the snacking and the chips and all that. That's where it comes from. It ain't just from your regular sea salt Himalayan. Of course, we don't want to over abuse that thing either, but you need enough salt balanced up in the body the correct way. Because it's an electrolyte and your body needs it. So
Okay.
always remember that. Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yep.
Understood.
Yep.
Understood. Vanita
Oh
is
yes.
loaded with information.
I'm blessed for that. Thank you for it. It's a
Mhm,
blessing.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
You got any final thoughts before we let you go? Anything
Yeah.
I missed asking you?
No, I do all those things and more. I'm just a resource, real estate, buying, selling, investing, life insurance, health insurance, wellness coaching, travel agent, and just a blessing to mankind. So be cheerful, be fruitful, keep a smile on your face, be approachable,
Yep,
and
that's
know
true.
that we need people. We need to keep making new friends. It's important. All that no new friend stuff is it's a no because I know like my family members are dwindling down, and it's always important to keep your circle going and flowing because we need each other. You don't know who you're gonna need, so always be open to new relationships and like good friendships, and you be a good friend, and that's how I go. Yeah, don't
All
shun
right.
people off.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
invite them
Mhm.
into your life. They might be a
Yep.
blessing for you. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you,
That's right.
Vanita. I appreciate you, honey.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. We're going to have you
Thank
back on the
you.
show in a little bit. So just stay in touch with Avalon. We'll get you scheduled. Thank you so
Very
much.
good.
All right. You
Thank
have a
Right.
y'all.
wonderful weekend.
Enjoy your day.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I love her. I love her. She just has so
I
much
know.
information.
She's got a lot going
Man,
on.
I know. I'm still trying to think of a senior that needs to reverse their mortgage. That is wonderful. A wonderful
Yeah, at
plan.
least now I know how it works, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then that death policy where you can add 7 more family members. That is incredible.
Yeah, now I never heard of that before. You know,
Mhm.
oh, the insurance policy, yeah, but not the death policy. I never heard of that.
Yeah, that's a good one. I tell you, because there's so many of us going to GoFundMe that it's almost a normal thing to do now, and
Yeah.
I want us to do better. I really do want us to do better as a people, as a family, as somebody who knows they're gonna leave this earth. Then handle your situation so that the kids and the folks that have to put you away are not stressed out about it.
Know what to do. Right,
Yeah,
right.
I tell you. I
Yeah, I've
tell you.
already told my children what to do. They know we go in cremation.
Good for you. Me too. I told them they could pick out a fancy
Yeah.
urn and just put some eyelashes on the urn and a couple
Right.
bumblebees.
Put some
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
At
I
least
don't want them having to like go to the grave all the time or whatever,
right.
and
Clean it
pay
up.
all that money for a funeral that I won't enjoy,
That's right.
you know.
That's right, my girl. That's right. Mm-hmm. The funeral is for those that remain.
Yeah.
Because
So,
we'll be fine.
yes, right. I'll
We
be
will be
going
fine.
on to glory.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, got just 1 or 2 more little things I have to add. Let me see. Pastor Latiska Powell said, "Me too." Okay, Pastor Latiska, thank you so much. And I've got just we got to hear from Doretha Smith one more time before we go. Divinely chosen, the Lord God with a master plan. Dr. Doretha Smith's book has an inspiring message of faith, purpose, and divine guidance through heartfelt reflections and spiritual insight. She reminds readers that God's plan is always perfect, even when life feels uncertain. This book is a call to trust in His timing. Follow His directions and embrace the unique calling He has placed upon your life. With wisdom grounded in scripture and personal testimony, Dr. Smith empowers you to step boldly into your God-given destiny, knowing you have been divinely chosen for a purpose greater than yourself. Divinely Chosen, the Lord God with the Master Plan, written by Dr. Doretha Smith. Search for Divinely Chosen Lord Master Plan on Amazon. And don't forget to leave a review. DJ Shaheem Care Mix Edits. Explore innovative fusion music of hip-hop, house, Afro beats, and gospel genres all rolled into one perfect mix. Visit the world of a gospel praise experience as DJ Shaheem shares his new edit packs, filled with a remarkable experience. Enhance and elevate your worship experience through praise as we embark on a new and unique purpose to glorify Jesus and what He has been able to do in our lives. If you are looking for a different vibe in your worship and praise experience, this will definitely keep you moving and inspire you throughout your day and week. These mix and edit packs are not only for DJs and radio stations, but are meant for gospel music lovers as well. Take time out and visit DJ Shaheem Care Mix Edits for your music source. Support the ministry as we reach others and draw them closer to Christ. Stay blessed, safe, and encouraged. DJ Shaheem Mix Edits. .sellfy.store.
Wake up and turn your Saturday all the way up with Mornings with Angie B. Every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Angie B is bringing you the hottest and newest Christian hip-hop music with a message, beats that bless, and vibes that lift your spirit. Whether you're getting ready for the day or cruising through the weekend, Angie B's got your soundtrack, faith, fire, and flavor. Don't miss Mornings with the Queen Angie B every Saturday, 8 to 10 a.m. on City Worship Radio.
That is it. Avalon, come on in. That is it for today's episode of Books and Besties. We hope there was something in the videos and the guests and their testimonies. We hope there was something that will encourage you and inspire you and point you in the direction of God. Because without Him, without Him. You got any final thoughts, Avalon?
No, just everyone enjoy the rest of the day. Continue to love each other and just keep a good spirit going, you know.
I know that's right.
Yes.
I like what Vanita said. Smile.
Yes.
And that definitely will get us through so many things. All right. If it's the Lord's will, we'll be back on another Saturday morning from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, contact Avalon Brown 165 at yahoo.com. And if you'd like to introduce your products, services, and books on the show, you can also send an email to evangelistangieb@gmail.com. Thank you, Avalon. I appreciate you spending your day with me.
Thank you. Yes,
All right.
anytime.
All right. God bless. Bye-bye, everybody.
Good night. Yes.